Hey there, tarot friends. I've closed comments for a moment, so hold on. Oh, here we go. How's it going? Happy Sunday. 2 weeks in a row. Isn't this amazing? Sandra's here. Alex is here. My hair is a mess. No one cares. Oh, the blue is a different color now, which is nice. It's a good change. Little update must have happened. Am I even saying hi to people? I don't know. I'm just rambling. Sandra's here. Hello. Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sandra goes live now. It's amazing. I caught her first one when she was at Simon's a couple weeks ago, Thursday. And then she went on just this past, like it must have been Friday, I think, because Friday was Vela's birthday. And so we were doing a bunch of stuff and things. And so I missed it. But anyway, that's exciting. Didn't really even adjust this. Okay. I think I'm good now. Thanks for bearing with me. Hello, Alex. Oh, saying hello, Alex and Sandra. Oh, the glass wall in the living room, Alex says it feels like an early spring. Yes. Chris is here. So I was planning to do this VR at some point anyway, and who doesn't love an annoying live VR? But it's whatever. This is what I do. So anyway, but then what I was going to say is Chris was asking if I was going to do this. And last week he's like, you should do your 5 Fools. And I was like, well, I'm doing a different VR and I've already pulled 13 decks and I don't know how much I can haul downstairs. And plus just my brain capacity. I was like, I can't even think about 5 Fools right now. I don't know. I had to get into gear and still it was kind of difficult. Like I was thinking about it yesterday and I was like, nope, just think about it in the morning. Cozy Saturday morning vibes on the couch with your coffee and make a list in your phone. And I did. And then I went into my tarot room and pulled out the 5 and I kept the 5 that I made on the list. You know, sometimes I change my mind once I get in there. But yeah, what I did do though was go back to my major favorites that I did with Chris. And I had to look to see what my Fool was. And I was wrong. I thought it was one of these things that I have, and it was a different one. Interesting, right? And then it made me wonder, is Chris using his major favorites in the 5 that he's doing for each one of these? Probably, but I don't know. Are you considering those things, or you just automatically know what they are? I'm so curious. Gerald is here hanging out. Hello. Happy Sunday. My favorites. Oh, yes. Happy birthday wishes. We do keep saying, oh, it's birthday weekend, like trying to make a big deal about it and like keep saying happy birthday because Max's birthday and parties and things like that seemed to kind of like drag out. And we are not doing a big party for her this year. Like he had a friend party. We rented a room and I bought Legos for everyone to build. And it was this whole thing. And then not for his birthday really, but then that next day after his party, which was actually 2 weeks after his birthday, because we were all getting over being sick when I would have planned. And so then at his birthday, which was January 15th, we were all better then, but I didn't have anything planned because I was sick before. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I got to get my stuff together. So on his birthday, like the next day, or no, Saturday before his birthday, we opened his presents. And then on his actual birthday, of course, we're like, oh, happy birthday. And then 2 weeks later, he had a party. And then the next day, my dad's side of the family came over just for like a late holiday gathering. So that was January 27th. And so basically, Vela was telling Max happy birthday for like, you know, the better part of like 40 days or something. Not really that much, but you know what I mean? So we're trying to like really drag it out and be like, yeah, birthday weekend. April is here. Hello, Mystical Fusions. I don't know if I know who you are or if you're new. because April, but I mean, I know a different April, I think, unless you've changed your name. So anyway, just hi if I already know you and welcome if I don't. Alex, you fucking Adonis. Okay. Donna's here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Is everyone so excited for this tag? Oh, finished cleaning a house and lounging, staring out the glass wall. I did some cleaning this morning. I like went on a little bit of a spree and like bleached the floor on my hands and knees, like not the entire kitchen floor, but most of it. And then like we have a half bath that's right off the kitchen. So I just like took my little crawling self right into there, cleaned all that up. Oh, I don't talk much, but I watch your stuff a lot. Well, that is lovely. Oh, okay. Haven't taken account of my major faves at all, so it would be interesting to see if they're the same. I know that I was like, wait, am I gonna be? Oh my God, Deanne, it's you. Yes, my Kayla, my Liz, it's me. I'm here, and you're here. Occasionally, I pop on a Sunday now. It just depends. But anyway, I know last week I was like, well, it's Fela's birthday weekend, so I don't know what we're doing, but we just kept it really chill. So, though I will say I took Friday off and I took her to my mom and stepdad's house and she got a present over there. And we did pictures and everything. And then we went to my cousin's coffee shop and she got a big like shamrock cookie and some other fun stuff like applesauce pouch and stuff that she loves. And she like chugged two of those things down. And we had a great day. And then my mom went there with us as well. And then my cousin was there. So we were all hanging out. She had a great time. She got to color. And then we came home and I did the grocery order. I ordered instead of going in person because that's what we usually do on a Friday. And I was like, Vela, girl, we are not food shopping on your birthday. Let's blow it off and go to the coffee shop instead. Sip, sip. So came home, did the groceries. Ryan gets home at 3 on a Friday, which is super amazing. And then me and Vela packed up and went and got Max from the school. We pick him up on Friday afternoons. Actually, starting next week, he wants to be 100% bus. But anyway, we went to go pick up Max. And so she had some like car snacks and it was a great time. And then we came home and then my mom came over to our house and brought cupcakes and we did the candles and the cupcake thing and took a bunch more pictures. And then we gave her, like me and Ryan gave her birthday presents from us. And it was just a great time. So she did have like a super packed, fun-filled day. And yeah, and of course her, Facebook post, I do like a birthday eve. And every month I do an update of the kids. It might be obnoxious, but it's just what I do. It's what's going on in my life right now. So anyway, it was a great time. Oh, my hair looks fantastic. Well, thank you. We went on a family walk earlier and it's like windblown and all snarled in the back, but I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. It's getting long again already. Doesn't that seem crazy? I mean, just like normal person long, not long. Yeah, she's real sweet. She's also crazy, but she's real sweet. Tony's here hanging out on a Sunday. Okay, so now here's the deal. Tony, the very next day after last week when I did Coffee House Decks, Tony did tea house. No, that doesn't make sense. Tea shop. I don't know what it's called. Tea something. She teaified the tag that I did last week. Isn't that amazing? And I have not even watched it because it was just kind of a crazy work week. And yeah, so I have like month end, and then by the first, things are kind of supposed to be uploaded to the web, like for my work. And that totally didn't happen. I might do some tonight because I want to take tomorrow off possibly to surprise my dad because he will be 70 tomorrow. So anyway, I'm rambling, but the point is I'm very behind on TarotTube. And I totally want to see that. So please go check out um, Antoinette Tarot and Jewelry channel to see the tea version of this, which I just know is awesome because she's awesome. I just haven't even watched it yet. I watched like 3 minutes of Chris's Emperor VR earlier, and then kids were kicking off, and I had to stop it. I don't know what happened. It's fine. Jane is here. Hello. Thank you for hanging out with us. Tea Shop Tarot, 2 parts, beverages and food. Okay. Overachiever, as Gerald would say. Jane says, oh my gosh, my husband is 72. Yes, my dad will be 70 tomorrow. Yeah. I'm just going to put this up here for your reading enjoyment. Not that you're not in chat reading, but you know. Robin says, oh dear, I'm a year older than your dad. Well, you know, seems to be, you know, a great decade to be. What would you say? A great, I don't know. I feel like 70s pretty cool. Cheers to 70s. Yeah, I turned 40 in September, and he always turns like the next, you know what I mean? We're 30 years apart. My year, September to then the following March. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's how I remember, because like I'm the 0, and so now he's again the 0. And my grandma, she passed away a few years ago on New Year's Eve, but she would have been 100 this year. So she was exactly, I mean, not exactly, literally not exactly 30 years older. But do you know what I'm saying? Her birthday was February 23rd, and she would have been 100. And then my dad is March 4th. See what's going on here? Yes, that is cool, Tony. Okay, so anyway, I hope to get caught up this week, because once my work gets fixed, then there's like a sweet spot of where I just have to do normal work, but not like year end to, you know, year end, month end to like the 1st or 2nd when the report goes out. For like the monthly submissions I do, I review tariff sheets for the energy companies. I mean, I review tariff sheets for the state. We regulate the utility companies. And then after that's done, then there's like a sweet spot of like 5 to 8 days where I don't have like all the companies submitting stuff. It'll just be random stuff. It's like very manageable, typing along, checking things, emailing people, and then it kicks off again and builds up toward the end of the month. So there's a work ramble for you. Sip, sip again. That's why last week was weird, because Monday I went to the office and cleaned out my stuff, remember? Oh, it's all coming back to me now. This is why I couldn't watch Tea Shop Tarot. Alex, stop. This is a Jonathan original. It was in my like my alternative tarot bag, and I didn't know, but I brought it down here because I carried decks, and yeah, it's so beautiful. We actually made it live. I mean, I didn't make it, but we did a live, and you can find it. I don't know if it's in playlist under like special guest or something like that. But anyway, this is actually a rose quartz, but it's very pale, which I enjoy. And then the blues and everything are just amazing. I don't know even what everything is offhand. If I look at it close, I can figure it out. But yes, of course. Do you work from your new tarot room now? No, I don't, because I work with Vela home with me, just like I used to work with Max home with me. This is why my hair looks like this now. I mean, it looks kind of good on camera. I'm not going to lie. When I see it in the mirror, I'm like, I don't know. But Anyway, no, I don't work in this room, though that would be really lovely. I work upstairs while I'm trying to wrangle my wild child. I thought Max was my wild child. And he is. Oh, look at all of you. Well, thank you. Vela's crazy, y'all. And she's also so sweet. She's so sweet. She says, "Okay, mom." In like this cutest little voice. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's do the VR, and then I have treasures to show you. Only a couple, and they're not decks. So, in no particular order, I'm going to answer the prompt for the Fools. The beautiful Masha at Musings by Masha started this, and I had actually done welcome. It goes so fast, so just wait. Just wait. It's fine. Anyway, I have a video that's called like my top 5 devils or something like that. And I actually have it listed as a VR to Becca because she had done that. It just like kind of randomly, like, here's 5 devils I enjoy or whatever, my favorite ones. And I did it kind of like these are my favorites and or they're unique. And I showed like a balance of things. So it's interesting. I'll have to go back and see what I said for all of those. Some of them I remember. But anyway, this tag is about your top 5 in each set of majors, right? Oh, so I finally could think this morning about my 5 in no particular order. This deck is also in no particular order. So let me find. Yes, men do just become distinguished. My first one is from a deck I love that I haven't used in a while, and it makes me a little sad. It's so nice. So the first one is from the Way Home Tarot, and I don't know how well this is going to show up. And also the feet is what you're looking at right here. They're like blinding, they're like glowing. And they appear that way because of like the gray, but it's actually just the same color as the border. But to me, they always look like glowing, right? And it makes me feel like it's an alien or something, which I enjoy. So, or like it's a person like coming back, like they've chosen to come back to Earth, they're in my belief, right? This person's like, okay, I'm going to go back to Earth school again and dive in, right? And so there are like little rainbow bits in here too. And there's a pathway, like what I'm assuming is like a river or a winding path, whatever. And I just really love it. I love the little, like the weeds growing around the feet too, because we have these like all over. I don't know exactly what they are, but there's a kind that you can actually eat. And then there's a kind that has like the little like prickly things on it. I love that they're like, yeah, we're going to throw some of those on there. And then it's not all just like picturesque, it's just like really real. And then like all the prettiness is down where you're supposed to like travel, right? You're supposed to go on this misty path. Like you don't really know what's ahead. I just really, really love the feel of this. So anyway, that's the Way Home Tarot. And again, this deck is really, it's really great. I love all of it. The quartz are like silhouette with images inside of it. I really like that it takes away like the attributes of the person. Like, look at her hair. Awesome. I love it. I think I say that all the time. Let's go back and see what people are talking about. Alex, my hair started going gray like really early, and then it really didn't go quick. Like I was telling Chris, it doesn't. It just feels like that. But I remember like in grad school, which was like 2009, 2010 kind of time frame. I remember sitting in my car, or in Julie's car probably, and we were reading the chapter we were supposed to finish for whatever class. And so we drove up. It was in Mount Pleasant, so that's like hour and a half or so north of here. So we commuted up there, had a flex schedule at work, commuted up to school, and we're like catching up in our reading. And I just like looked in the little pull down, like in the visor, and I was like, I have kind of gray hair in here, I swear. But I also did like I had a couple when I was in like elementary school, just like a couple, right? I don't know. My dad says it's like from my Cherokee-ness. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is that what I'm saying a lot? Anyway, Alex, I feel like it's not going to go great for a while for you. I don't know why. Alex says, I'm 38. I'll be 39 come July, but I look 20 something. So that's a plus. Okay. So anyway, this deck is great. And there's my first Fool. Let's see. My next one. Shouldn't put that there. I'm going to try not to rattle this whole table like I did last week. Scott is here. Scott, were you on like 3 times yesterday? And I couldn't catch any of them. Did I pop in on one? No, I popped in on Ginger's just for a minute. And then Max was like, my stomach hurts. And there's just always something going on. I was like, dang it. I thought I was going to get to hang out. I think I watched Ginger. She had Farrah and Nancy on. But girls in school apparently had Grace 15 years old, starting only those with dark hair. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. And maybe the blonde people do, and they just don't know because they have blonde hair. Okay, yes. I was like, dang, I can't make any of these. Like, even if I can't stay long, I like to pop in sometimes. Anyway. Yeah, Donna's saying she found a gray hair in her 20s. I feel like it's so sporadic. Mine definitely were early, but not, super prevalent. That's not even the right word. I'm an English major. Did you know? And I don't have the right words. Anyway, our sweet, sweet friend Pamela Batchelor is here. Hello. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay. My next Fool is the one that I chose for Major Favorites when me and Chris did our live. And this is one of the 3 Fools from Spirit Keepers Revelation Edition by the brilliant Annabelle Wen. So I chose the Keeper. So there are different ones. There's like the Keeper, the Seeker, and the Initiate, I believe. And this one is Spirit in Petition of Spirit. And I just love everything about it. I really do. So I don't know if I'm explaining very well, like why I'm choosing these things. That one I did. I talked about how it's a different perspective, and I like the mistiness and the feet perspective, and my whole, I'm like, I feel like it's a person coming back, blah, blah, blah. So I guess I did for that one. Can we just take a moment to appreciate these backs? Because gorgeous. Anyway, so why do I like this one? Well, there's a Merkaba star in the middle of her whole self here. And the tie that I have with that shape and with Tool, the band, has a creature in their music videos, and his name is Merkaba. And so it makes me think about all these like lyrics, like big important life lyrics that I have in my head and in my soul and all this kind of stuff. And that's just one little detail on this super amazing card. I like that she's in this sort of like contemplative, meditative state. We have all these things that kind of remind me of like High Priestess coming with it. So it's just, which makes sense, right? Spirit and petition of spirit. And it just makes me get into that extra like witchy woo kind of mode, right? Is Merkaba the chariot of God or is that something else? Oh, I don't know. Jane probably knows. Dumped. What? What's happening? Oh, Chris uses the initiate. I've been wondering if you have this deck, so that's good. I was like, wait a minute. He probably wants that for all of the associations. Oh, Pamela just turned her computer on. Is so happy to be here. Well, we are happy to have you. What am I missing? Actually, my boyfriend at the time found it and pointed it out. Smooth move. Oh, that's amazing. Love tool, yes. Oh, so good, so good. Okay, let me look up. Let me look. I'm gonna phone a friend named Google. I feel like, yes, Chris. Yeah. The Throne of God or Merkaba. Okay. Yep. You are right. You are right. Okay. Phone's going over here. You remember, like, I'm working with this whole like train set and everything over here. So I have to like be careful where I set things. Okay. Spirit Keepers and Way Home. The next one is, again, no particular order, and this deck is not in order. So I need to find. So this is the one I thought I would have chosen for my Fool for Major Favorites, but then I forgot about SKT. And I'm like, oh no, that would make sense. I think I would choose that over this. But again, for a little Marseille representation, don't we just have to have the Fool from New Choice? Especially because there's a dog in this one, and we need our traditional symbolism, especially because I put it in the little title. Anyway, that's the Marielle that taught me that. Learned so much. Okay, so you know what? When you said that, when you asked that question, I was like, wait, I feel like we talked about this in Marielle. So yeah, almost said that. I'm like, hold on. But it was talking about it was about a different card, like the wolves. The actual chariot card, right? Not the fool, because most fools don't have Merkaba symbolism like that one does, which is why it's awesome. Anyway. Oh, the nice butt is totally part of it. Yes, I did want a Marseille representation. And the dude's butt is out, and his dog is there, and he has awesome boots, so on and so forth. Oh, deciding between the first or second edition. Oh, Alex, I think you would really like it. And I know that you're like particular about what you take on. I really think you'd like that. And I saw you talking about SKT as well. The color is so nice. The color, there are many editions and I can't keep them all straight. This is the only SKT I have, and I'm super happy with it. I'd like to have a copy of SKT, the one in full color. I think would be a good addition to my somewhat smaller collection. Yep. Oh, you still got 50 in the like sale trade. Yeah, I think SKT and Marielle would be worthy of your collection. Jane, a skater's butt. That's funny. But you're not wrong. Okay. This deck is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Setting this over here. I'm like reading chat as I go. Oh. Little handwritten note in there. Secret. Because Lily Black Tarot, I typically use this for like a particular person, like connection, and like trying to figure out things. It's like someone I used to be close with and now we can't necessarily be close. And so this deck is super special to me, and it has a note from them in it. Do you know what this fool looks like? Can you picture it while I go through and try to find it? Why would there be reversals? Weird. Weird stuff happens to this deck when I'm not using it. Okay. Is it not one of the best Two of Wands you've ever seen? I say yes. Hey, Karen. Thanks for joining us, hanging out. Okay, so here, why does this look bent? Okay, I'm telling you, weird things happen with this deck. Oh, yeah. Alex has connections. He would hunt down a first edition of something if he really decided that was it. So strange. It is kind of bent. It's weird. Anyway, Fool card. So it's very different, and I chose it because of that. Because really, this is a tree that is like clinging on for dear life, right? There's not really movement in the card, whereas typically we see that, right? Or we see like the moment right before a movement. And maybe this is the moment right before a movement, but it is like rooted to the ground, sort of still, right? But I chose this because it's nice to think about, well, not necessarily nice, but balanced, I guess, to think about when you really don't want to take the first step, when it really, when you're really hesitating, and maybe for good reason. This is a, like an apt representation of what it feels like sometimes. Like you're just clinging, you're trying to keep your roots in this other thing, even though, the world is making you go and grow in this other way. So anyway, that's why I chose this, because of that different vibe. Okay. Let's put this back. How does this go? These decks are going for like, I don't know, sometimes a lot of money now. Y'all, tarot collectors. I don't need any tarot correctors around. Collectors are crazy. I have some decks on my shelves that are like, I don't know, worth a pretty penny nowadays. Sip, sip. Are those rocks or clouds? Okay. It's avalanche. I don't know. I was gonna show you the Lily White version, but I don't have it with me. I just brought things down. And the little fold out does not talk about details like that. It says start, innocence, integrity, naivety. So I don't know. Did I put on the bottom? I think they are rocks. And if I'm thinking about the other version, I could pull it up online. I could phone a friend again. I do think they are rocks, but it's nice that you kind of don't know at the same time. But I think they're rocks. So pretty. And then we have one left. Oops. Ugh, I'm not seeing everything. Yes. Here we have people commenting on the Merkaba and Metatron's cube. Limits of life and boundaries we set. Okay. Okay. La, 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 la. I'm missing things, but it's fine. Okay. But you said maybe HP, the Hierophant, Judgment, and the Three of Swords. Are you talking to Alex about Marielle? Anyway, the last one is so fun. It's so fun. It's from the Moonlight Tarot. This is what's currently listed as my soul deck. And as a disclaimer, I was never searching for a soul deck. I just did the VR. One of my very first videos. It was one of the first 3 things I did. Out of the things I had, I chose the one that I felt was what I thought was a soul connection. Some people are always like, oh, I'm searching for the perfect deck for me, blah, blah, blah. I've never had that desire, inclination, whatever. I don't want one deck that's the perfect best thing for me. I like having tons. It's no problem if you are searching for a soul deck. The point of this is, I think one of my videos coming up is going to be an updated, not anything against this deck because I do love it. And what I had said at the time is, if I could create something like this, if I had this sort of ability, that maybe my deck would look like this. That's kind of the criteria. I was like, well, if I could, create this is kind of like the vibe and stuff that I would want. Look at the Temperance card. Spoiler alert. I mean, I already said it's from Moonlight, but maybe you don't know what it looks like. Anyway. And all of the figures have the face coverings, Anyway. So that's kind of, I was like, well, if I could create something, it would be like this. And so I'm like, so that's my soul deck. Well, do any of you know what my soul deck would be now? It's not tarot. Tony knows. Let me find the Fool. This deck is great. Is this Queen of Swords card not brilliant? Because it's a rough job, y'all. And she is showing it there. It's not the best time ever, usually. Somewhere there's a fool. There's like sacred geometry in it, you know. It's just really awesome. Oh, okay, are you ready? So here's my fifth fool from the Moonlight Tarot. Now, here's more trivia. I've mentioned this before, and maybe you just know. Why won't the arrow? Okay, the arrow disappears. Oh, right. Okay. You probably confused me more than Scott. I was like, what is happening? Tarot of the Abyss is Karen's current soul deck. Alex has a top 5. This is more like, I love how Kelly Fitz was like 10 pieces of my soul decks because that's truly what I need, but someone's got to know mine. A lot of my like 10 decks, I don't know what the tags are, only 10 decks. A lot of mine are like Kelly Fitzgerald creations, and I didn't even have Nellie's deck at the time, and that would probably have to be in there. I don't know. Crosses in the flag, colors as the faces. Yeah, and I can't remember if it's like Scandinavian, like particular to this deck. I don't really know, but anyway, just love it. Yes, beautiful and interesting energy for temperance. Okay, this is me too. I have a Soul Oracle deck. No one knows it? Alex, is yours the one called like the unfolding, or it's something weird like unfoldment deck or something? Is that Oracle? Is that what you're talking about? Because I think about that deck all the time, even though it's not like solidly in my head. Isn't the creator of the Moonlight deck Ukrainian? Maybe, but I feel like there is some like PDF somewhere, I don't have it, that like explains, I think it was in Simon's description of when he showed the deck, and he has one by a different person, and they were like fighting in the comments about who created it. And I have the other one that I've like split off now, and I just send for like with a disclaimer, like, you know, to people in the alley or whatever. I'm like, this is either a knockoff or stolen, or it's not. Like, I don't know, but I think this is the real one by Inessa, and I don't know the other person's name anymore. Okay. An unfoldment of consciousness. I remember you talking about that, and I think about it just randomly, probably once a week. I'm like, I got to look up that deck because I can never just fully like remember it. Okay, Tony knows. Yeah, it's great. I was going to say it specifically looked Ukrainian. I mean, I think that is correct, but I just don't know if the face like strips are culturally Ukrainian or something else, but maybe you're both very right. So anyway, the trivia I have for this Fool card is which album cover is it reminiscent of? Oh yeah. Liz has it too. Yes, Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle would be my soul deck. Very good, very good. Okay, so who knows what this looks like? Album cover from the 90s. and I just love it. And it puts a little bit of like a dark twist on it for me. I mean, this deck is like dark-ish anyway. And so I like that too, because sometimes you're going down the wrong path. Though it is like right ahead of her, there's a butterfly, but I'm just saying the album cover that I'm thinking of looks like this, but might not. The album cover has like hopscotch drawn on it, and then it like goes off the cliff and it's like crumbling away. So I just love all the imagery. Green, gold, yellow, and blue, gold, yellow are common ribbon colors used on faces. Oh, look at you. Anyway, this looks very much like the cover to Follow the Leader by Korn, and I love it. Anyway, those are my fools. I could have kept them out to like show the 5 at the end, but I did not. I have treasures to show you. So there we are, however many minutes in, 46, and I've completed the tag. Yay me, look at that. Under an hour. Triumph Della Luna collection is in my top 5 easy. If I could get my hands on the Triumph Oracle, yeah. We need to keep our eyes out. I didn't even know it was a thing, and Alex is looking for it. All right, let's see. Check my phone real quick. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what came. Well, here, sparkly package. Do you know who it's from? Why am I like quizzing you endlessly today? Oh, I don't have scissors. Oh, I see a knife. Hold on. Okay. Got it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Sandra knows. Kelly Bear pouch. Pouch in a pouch. And Chris says, I didn't even know Triumph Oracle was a thing. And this happened to me a few months ago when we were talking. And I was like, I didn't know that existed. Oh, Tony, who is like super, she's like on the Patrick Valenza fan page. I don't know what it's called. I'm in there, but I don't know the name of it. Alex says, I thought I could have sworn it was done and for sale on the Deviant Moon site in like January, February 2023. Yeah, he was thinking there was just like a few, like a small batch. The 10 taster cards in the decks. Oh, is that what they are? And then it's going to be a full thing. So this is amazing. Maybe if it's not even done yet and Alex didn't miss it, we could all get it. Okay. Oh, I mean, it's got to come across the big wide sea. So this one, I was like, I don't need another pouch right now. But then she posted on her Instagram, like, hey, these 3 things are left in my shop. And I'm like, why is that pouch left? Because I was just being nice, like leaving it for someone else. It's like, oh, 2 people have this in their cart. And I was like, okay, I'll just let them get it. And then I went back like 12 hours later and it was still there. And I was like, no, can't wait for y'all anymore. Okay, this is good enough, Deanne. Calm down. Total cuteness, as always. Handmade with love and twine and tea and paperclip. You get a little stamped goodness. Ooh, what extra goodie has she sent me? Oh, this is, I kind of know. Oh, I kind of know. But I can't think. It's in my brain somewhere, but I don't know. It looks like she modded it and then she probably hated it and now she sends them out to people, which is fine because I will put this in my pile of like random cards I'm building, like with Allie people, you know. The 10 taster cards in the deck are great. I hope I didn't miss it, but could have sworn it dropped and I was just slow on the buy. Was that the Rainbow Trophy? I know last year's releases I ordered in the hour of release. Chris, you don't have to know now. You are just too sweet. He is too sweet. Looking up his decks. Okay, so there's no arrow. This is making me so mad. When I go to the top, the arrow is not there. So I have to drag the stupid thing. How many decks you have in your collection and how long you've been collecting. Just so you all know, I told Simon, I messaged him after that day when he was like, hey, I just asked you the question I hate being asked. And I had like overshot like my number of decks. I went and looked at the list I have written in my work notebook and I told him and I was like, okay, plus, -1. I gifted my mini 1889 Lenormand and I have like the regular one still. And I a little bit like regret it sometimes. It's like it was to someone in like the group we were all in the chat with Jennifer King because she was helping us get our money or decks from the person who scammed us in the Tim and Allen's like tarot sale blah 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 page years ago, and we're all still friends in there in the chat. But I mean, she's not like my bestie or anything, but I wanted to do something nice at that time. And I was like, you know what? How often do I put the minis on that? Because I usually mix up, minis on top of regular Lenormand. And I was like, you know what? She wants this real bad. And so I gifted it away. But I'm like a little whatever about it. So I'm like, was it really a good deed? Because I'm kind of like, because talk about hard to find. Anyway, cute little thank you note. And a sticker. And this tag. And some tea, as always. Organic chamomile infusion. Okay. Then, I'm ready for this. Just been sitting here talking about my little mini. So, I mean, I wasn't going to leave the long neck dino like sitting in the shop. It's my favorite. Yeah. Wait. Put your tail down, boy. Hold on. Everything's backwards in StreamYard and I can't function. Look how cute. Oh, Deviant Moon Oracle. Look at this, Alex. Still listed as coming soon. Well, there you go. I have no idea what's going in here. It's a standard size. I just buy them. Sometimes I can kind of match them up or like coordinate them. But sometimes I'm just like, whatever, I want the pouch. So anyway, got myself a dino pouch. Adorable. Okay, I need to check this out. I'm going to this link here. Lens. No, open it. Can I open it in here? I can't. I'm only showing. Okay, so Alex says January 1st, 2023. Simon's here. Hello. Was just showing my new Kelly pouch with the long neck on it. The Shrooms collection is ridiculously cute from Kelly. Yeah, she's done a couple. She did 3 collections, and they're all amazing. Okay, so there's that little gifty, and then the other thing I have to show you. Cute even, yes. Okay, then I got the big book because a few weeks ago, well, I probably had this a few weeks, so maybe, I don't know. I don't know when I ordered this, a month ago. The lovely people at Terra Volatile. It's a different name. This is Italian, Jesus. Latin, Credo Quia Absurdum. The makers of Terra Volatile. Yes, I had to get the book because I just had to. And I had said before, well, they were selling like some seconds, like, bumped and bruised copies. And I was going to get it then, but I just really couldn't. I was like spending for Max's birthday party. Like all of my extras were going to, buying these other 10 kids Legos, things like that. I was like, okay, I can't. They were like half off or whatever, but I'm like, nope, gotta wait. And then they posted on their Instagram, hey, we have 100 copies left. And I was like, all right, we're done messing around. My money's back in order. Gotta buy the book. Karen, no, please share. Check out the special I did on Tarot Ask Backwards Friday night. We talked art and tarot, a splash of astrology, and shared original poems. Amazing. That's awesome. I'm going to start up a channel sometime soon, but won't have time to really do what I want until next year. Well, that is lovely. We can subscribe now anyway, right? To your name, and then we'll just be there. Terra Volatile is a great deck. I got the first edition with the white spots on the back. That is cool. I did not get the first edition, but I did snag it up. I actually bought the expansion pack first because they were out of the deck, and now it's like the other way around. But yeah, I had to have it. I was like, speaking to me. Okay. So here's the cover. Oh, and here's the back. And it is a legit book. It's a legit book. Look how pretty. So yeah, had to have it. Oh, there's cards in it. You open it up and there's cards. Did I know this? It's probably like common knowledge, but the mirror and a death card, are these extra, like additional or extra? I guess those are different things. Who doesn't love a little bonus card in the front of the book? Okay, so amazing. Put those there. They only come with the book currently. I think we're talking about some other things, which is fine. So this is crazy. Let me find one like in the centers because I don't want to like pop the spine right now. I don't. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, let's talk about what? I don't know. There's so much here. There's so much. So check out like the truth card. Now here's the other thing. I did need some kind of something for this deck because it's a lot. And I didn't want to be, some things I'm like, I can just use it and it's whatever. But this felt like I should really know what's going on, if that makes sense. And again, I'm, very much like, I can read any deck, doesn't matter. And I can, but I just didn't want any like missing pieces. I'm like, I need to know what's happening here. Let me find, I don't know why this is so hard for me. Okay, so here's the mirror. Oh, and Tony says they only come with a book. Oh, Ramon. Sorry, I'm too late, but great to see you, Deanne, and everyone. I'll rewatch later today. No problem at all. Thank you for hanging out with us. So here's the mirror. This is what the book looks like. Isn't that crazy? Element is fire, planet is the sun. Oh, and it says alternative card on the side. Okay. That's amazing. The mirror is a card that explores an important phase of the analytic and sequential process of individuation. A male and female figure seem to confront each other, holding simultaneously a jar from which a bright sun ascends. Both represent the feminine and masculine aspects attached to every single individual. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I just want to give you an idea. Judgment, fire and water. And then we have there's more, right? There's all this extra, historical renditions, all this other encyclopedia of information. So we have an upright and a reversed meaning. I combine those things. So there's a last judgment card. The last judgment follows the iconography. Why can't you say that? I want to say iconography, but it's iconographic traditions. Is that how you'd say it? Of the apocalypse, according to the Bible, the dead arising, resurrecting from the chaotic massa confusa as a symbolic transformation into a new improved self. Like the alchemical gold, once a dark and impure matter is turning into a shining precious metal. The seven angels, just as in the biblical description, play their trumpets and awake the dead from their eternal slumber. The wasteland of bodies represents our shadowy traits, our darkest emotions, doubts, and deep fears that hold us down. They are now excited and purified by the angelic melodies. Also, please notice that shadowy traits and darkest emotions are right next to doubts, right? Just let that sink in. Akin to a cleaning system, the elements from our minds that could not serve us and cannot be purified are thrown into the lake of fire, exactly like the Christian depiction of the end of times. Upon gazing into the card, we observe two distinct spheres that separate the characters. One is the terrestrial sphere, passive and immutable, corresponding to the elements earth and water, which is inspired by the active principle that comes from the upper sphere or celestial world. That connection promises a divine ascension to the dead bodies, their salvation and transformation into new beings of pure light. The angels, representing the active features of the mind, blow their trumpets to share the divine knowledge with the lower levels, creating a communication flow that was denied for a very long time. The conflict between the two poles is over, and from that agreement, a positive outcome is expected. We emerge whole and more balanced than ever. Beautiful. Okay, Alex says the Terra Volatile book is now on my list. Yeah. There's just so much. So much. So here's a Major Arcana keywords chart. This is Benabel Wen style, right? You get this in the back of the Metaphysician's Day Planner. Looks just like that. But it's cool, right? It's amazing. Yeah, so here's more, they show where their art was inspired from. So we have an image of Rebirth by Tiago Pimentel, 2012, next to their what is it, a 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of pence with the tree rooted here. So it's nice. It's a full, legit, like referencing other materials kind of thing. It smells great. I'm trying like not to smell it in front of you all like I always do. Anyway, just incredible. Oh yeah, aquedoxical. Just seeing everyone go on about stuff and things. Queen of Wands. Okay. Tony's saying that's the thing. When the oracle comes out, I'll have to get it in all the colors. It's terrible. Alex, it does smell so good, like even from here. So naughty. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, anyway, I'm so happy to have this. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my book. In my book, in my bag. In my bag is what I need. All right. You can tell I'm kind of like slowing down, dragging this out because I don't want to leave you all. But it was sort of a shorter tag. 5 cards takes me like 45 minutes. And so, I don't have to keep you for, hour and a half, hour 45. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me on a Sunday. Next weekend is looking pretty quiet too. So I will probably be on Sunday. Like when I'm not on, this is just kind of a new thing, this, Sunday afternoon time. But when I'm not on, it's usually because we had like some event or something going on Saturday. And then we just use Sunday to be like 100% full on family time and like relaxing together because we all 4 of us need that. If we've done a bunch of like extrovert things, sip, sip. So anyway, thank you all. Oh yeah, Simon. So my 5 fools were from the Moonlight Tarot with the little girl in the red dress, like skipping along, following the butterfly. The Lily Black with the tree. New choice. Where is the lid? What is happening? Oh, this is upside down. Sorry, I'm whatever. Spirit Keepers Tarot. The Seeker, the Spirit and Petition of Spirit. And The Way Home with the person's feet overlooking like the mountain cliff and the misty path. Recap for Simon. Oh yes, tell me about you all. Okay, first, Karen, I saw last time, every time I'm live, by the way, I see at least one comment that I want to respond to and I don't. And then later, like when I'm in the shower, I'm like washing my hair, I'm like, I didn't tell Susie Q, congratulations on her job. I saw that she put in the chat. I miss something every time. And last Sunday, my shower thought was, Karen said something about her twins turning 2, and I didn't even acknowledge it. Anyway, twins turn 2 in May. Okay. So every time, not like complaining, but like parent complaining, about my wild children. Let's just all big up to Karen with the twins, okay? Because you win. Let's have a sip for the twins. Can I ask you what day? In May? Oh, yes, you get it times 100. So Chris says, Do you all want to be the first to know a thing? So I've messaged the people that organize a witchy market thing to see if they'll have me as a reader at their next one. Yes, 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 yes. You can be like, I have a portfolio of readings on YouTube and lots of references from other tarot tubers. If you, they never ask for these kinds of things. I'm just being silly. Anyway. Yes, Simon, you're welcome. So you don't have to go back and watch through my 46-minute ramble because that's how long it took me to spit them all out. Thank you for being here. Look at Chris. Amazing. Okay. New comments. This chat scroller is really getting me. 522. Oh, lovely. My anniversary is 521. I had to pick up one during my special. I don't know if I know what that means. Twin sips, yes. Yes, please keep an eye out for me. Watch this space on Sundays. I usually do like 2:00 too. So Chris is one of the few people I trust to pull my cards. If you haven't had him read for you, you need to. Yes, amazing. Agreed, all around. Okay. Okay, here we go. Thank you for hanging out. I love you all. I hope to see you next Sunday. And if not, then sometime really soon. I think we're going to go outside again because it's gorgeous here. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you soon.